Hey y'all, it's me, Nafataria with CPDollars.com, and today I am sitting with Tamieka Hardy of Croissant Sol. So Tamieka, can you tell us a little bit about Croissant Sol, what that is? What do you do?
So, Croissant Sol is a food industry consultancy. We operate in a few different realms, but to sum it up, we specialize in food safety training, HACCP plan development, technical writing assistance services, as well as food product development services, recipe and menu development services as well.
So what made you get into this field? Like what attracted you to it? Where did you hear about it from? Like what just sparked your interest?
Well, that's a great question. It's actually pretty interesting. I actually started out as a chef in training, culinary arts side. I knew coming out of high school that I wanted to be a chef, and I went to school for culinary arts. But I really missed the science field. I'm a creative person, but I'm also a science nerd, right?
Okay.
So while I was on internship with Walt Disney World, I actually learned about the food science industry, and it wasn't something that I was aware of prior to, starting my college career. So as I got deeper down the rabbit hole and started to see the umbrella that food science entailed, which included food safety, microbiology, food formulation, packaging, and just so many other branches of the food science industry, I knew that that was for me. So after I completed my culinary program, I went on to pursue my education in food science and nutrition. And then I got my master's in food safety and technology.
So you spoke a little bit about your education, but what educational background did you have to get into this field?
So at very basic, there needs to be some type of food background. So for what I am technically, I am a food scientist, but I'm also a research chef. So there are different ways, different educational pathways that you can enter to come down this road, if you will. One thing could be getting a degree, a bachelor, at least a bachelor's degree in the food science field or agricultural science or even nutrition majors, something relevant to that pathway. In my case, because I also have the culinary background, I kind of jokingly say I'm a food industry unicorn because you don't tend to see a lot of food scientists that have the culinary background, which is the art part, the creative part, just the ability to cook and bring forth foods, that are savory or delicious. They tend to be more technically oriented. And then it makes me a unicorn also in the fact that as a chef, I have a deeper insight to nutrition and food science, the functionality of ingredients that many restaurant chefs don't have.
If I came to you as a restaurant owner and I said, I'm struggling, I'm trying to figure out how to situate my menu, is that something that you assist with?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So for our retail food clients or our restaurant owners, caterers, we do offer assistance with menu development, menu engineering, and recipe development. For the restaurants, we also offer retail oriented food safety training, including the food manager training, allergen training, and etc. For our more commercial clients, which are your food manufacturers, or say for instance, if a restaurant has a consumer packaged goods product, something that would be on store shelves, we
Okay.
can assist with product formulation. So say if the restaurant comes to me and says, I have a really great barbecue sauce and I want to scale up and offer it in different grocery stores. Can you help me to commercialize the product? We offer benchtop matching services, scale up services, and ingredient sourcing services as well. If a food manufacturer comes to me, or even a restaurateur, because restaurateurs, in branching into the consumer packaged goods space, need like food safety plans or, that kind of thing. I'm also HACCP certified, which stands for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Points Program certified. So I work collaboratively with restaurant teams or food manufacturing teams to develop their food safety plans so that they can either get variances or just have them in place to make sure that they're making the food in the most wholesome, safe ways possible.
Okay. So you're just all around good for anybody in the food industry.
Food unicorn.
I love it. I am here for all of that, especially the food unicorn term, honey. I'm here for it completely. What advice would you give somebody that has watched this video and they're like, I never thought about doing that. What advice would you give them to get started into your field, and then just maybe like some things to look out for?
So to get started, advice that I would give, one, be creative. Always be open to find inspiration in the most um, uncommon ways, right?
Mhm.
Be able to think outside of the box and to think creatively for problem solving and being solution oriented. Um, I would also say if you're starting off in the field, whether you go into the food sciences, the culinary arts, or culinology, um, find your tribe, right? Network, and get really heavily involved with different professional organizations such as the American Culinary Federation, the Research Chefs Association, or the Institute of Food Technologists, just to kind of name a few of them, because
Okay.
you always find really great workshops, you find job opportunities, you can find mentorship, and all of those kind of things that kind of help to groom and grow you in the development of your career, whether it's in the food sciences, culinology, or culinary arts.
Do you have any tips for the food brands?
For the commercial clients, I just say always be open to continuous improvement, and just finding sources of creativity for your innovations. Whether you train your own team internally to be innovative or to innovate new products, or whether you are outsourcing it to a consultant such as myself, be open to finding new ideas and thinking outside of the box when it comes to finding solutions for your business, when it comes to approaching issues with food safety, and when it comes to developing new products.
I just want to say thank you for taking time out to talk to me, especially set aside some time where you're outside at a retreat. I'm jealous because it looks really nice in your background. I am extremely jelly that I'm in the house and not outside enjoying a little bit of nature, not too much because I am not an insect person. But again, I just really want to say thank you so much. This is Tamieka Hardy of Croissant Sol. She is your culinary unicorn. So if you have a restaurant and you are looking to be innovative, you're looking for new ideas, you want to get your menu together, she's the person to call. If you are looking to just branch out, upscale, do something different, get on somebody's shelves, she is the person to also do that. And then if you need the food and safety training within your restaurant and what you have going on, Tamieka is that person. And then I'm assuming that if you're hungry, you can knock on her door too because she cooks well also. That's what makes her the unicorn. So any of that, if you need her, she is the person. You can always find her on my website under business support. Love it, love it, love you. And thank you so much for sitting down with me this evening, okay?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. I always love talking about the food sciences and nerding out over food. I'm glad to be here.
All right.